Do you keep making notes but somehow don't score in exams? Are you confused about when and where to make notes? Or are you just lazy to make notes? This video is the only guide you'll need to understand several ways you can make low-effort notes that help you become an A+ student. Note-making is an important skill that you especially need at the start of the year to stay ahead. This video is divided into class notes, textbook notes, and revision notes, wherein I have given and ranked both hard copy and soft copy options for convenience and included important tutorials. Let's begin with the first part, class notes. Class notes are crucial for exam revision and saving time at home. To make the most efficient class notes, you need to decide what you can be fastest at when hearing a lecture. If you have an option between soft copy and hard copy, pick digital notes as people tend to type faster and can save more time. You can also edit your notes later. For digital class notes, you can use either Notion or Word. On Word, I usually use certain formats to make my notes visually appealing and easier to understand. Use bold and underline features for headings and 2 different sizes for headings and subheadings. Next, try to categorize information into bullet points instead of writing large paragraphs. Try to make tables out of information such as advantages and disadvantages for an easier preview. I like to color the heading boxes of my table to make it visually appealing. Digital notes also allow quick inclusion of pictures or diagrams in the middle of the lecture. Since classes tend to be fast-paced, just type everything you register and format your notes later. For people who aren't able to type fast or don't feel like making notes, use Word's voice feature where your teacher's voice is automatically adapted to text. For some reason, I couldn't find the dictate tool on this Word account. Otherwise, it's there on the right side of your homepage. You can also open Google Docs, go to Tools and select Voice Typing and click the mic button. However, do keep in mind that your laptop will require a loud voice for text conversion, and some words can be inaccurate. Once you get this transcript, you can make it into bullet points or tables. If your lectures can be broken down into questions or are taught straight from the syllabus, then Notion is a wonderful feature to organize them. Go to the exam notes section to understand how to make notes on Notion. Now coming to hard copy notes. First, decide if you prefer to write on a lined sheet notebook or a blank page notebook. I realized later that I prefer the blank sheet notebook more as I have space to create mind maps. Instead of buying thousands of fancy stationery, I suggest getting one standard writing pen that is either black or blue, one colored pen for headings, and a highlighter to highlight important information. When writing in the class, use symbols like arrows, cross to say no, or acronyms to write faster. You can also create a key in the beginning where you write down any short forms or symbols you will use. To make your notes clearer or more aesthetic, use mind maps, tables, diagrams, or drawings. When I have more time, I also like to make sections like these to highlight some key points and make note-taking more fun. This next part focuses on textbook notes or any other notes that you will make from resources at home. This is usually relevant if you skip a class or need to study something extra of class from home. Since you have more time to create these notes, it's easier to produce good quality notes that you can use. Once again, I have given both digital and hard copy options for these notes as well. The best and easiest digital option is to use PDF Element. Find the PDF of your textbook online and edit the content into bullet points. This way you have a summary version of your textbook just by cutting whatever was unnecessary. This takes way lesser time than creating notes from scratch. You can also annotate your digital textbook or any PDF resource and revise using your annotations before exams. If you wish to create proper notes from the textbooks, you can always use Word as well. Create an index of all the chapter names and list essential points for each chapter. Now coming to hard copy notes, if you have a hard copy of the textbook, then you can always use sticky notes, annotations, and highlight the important bits. However, you can also use the hard copy notes tips discussed in Part 1 to make effective notes from the textbook. Remember, rewriting textbook content has no value as you already have the book for reference. Instead, write only the most important parts that you need memorized. This last part is extremely important and crucial, making exam notes. While you can use the above methods for exam notes, these tips ensure effective revision one night before and on the day of the exam to ensure you get that A. For soft copy notes, I love using the Notion toggle feature for active recall. I pick up syllabus components and put them as a bullet point. Then, inside the toggle, write down all the important information under that syllabus. You can also use this for active recall by putting questions in the bullet point and answers inside the toggle that you can reveal once you quiz yourself. This creates a method of active recall that can be used one day before an exam. I also like cheat sheets in this matter that can be created both digitally or on paper. You can create a one-document summary of everything you need to know on a Word document. This is an example of something I used for my literature paper. This way, one day before an exam, you know exactly what you need to revise and won't waste time finding material. I also like making such sheets as hard copy. If you don't have enough time for an exam and are last-minute revising through textbooks or videos, then grab a blank sheet of paper. Look at the concept or information and understand it. Then write it with understanding on the blank page. This forms the perfect cheat sheet to look at before exams, as there isn't extra information and just important things that you need to know. It also ensures active recall while studying as you aren't blindly copying a book. You can also use flashcards, which are a super effective way to study. I like to use flashcards for my mistakes where any doubt or mistake in attempted papers is listed on my flashcards, which I then glance at on the day of my exams so I don't repeat the same mistakes. This is all you need to know about note-taking for school. Thanks for watching this video. If you've come this far, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel for more back-to-school guides and study tips. If you liked this video, check out my Ultimate Organization Guide where I break down weekly planning, daily planning, resource collection, and give tutorials of several platforms you can use.